a cactus, you're as charming as any. Mr. Grinch, you're a bad bug.
What are you doing in here? Hey, I told you before, no messing in the craft stuff. Look what he did to me earlier. He's got me all Grinched up because he's in here messing with my project. And I'm like, hello, Mr. Grinch. You cannot sabotage Christmas. Look, he's pulling the ribbon down. He's doing all the things. He has me a mess. Look at him, guys. He grabbed a hold of me and he's trying to stop me from doing my craft today. And I said, I do not think so. Listen, everybody has all these cute costumes and stuff, and all I have is my arms. So you guys get Grinched up arms. That's what you get today. He was in here. Look, the spool of ribbon is all a mess. He was in here just messing. But him and I had a little talk, and we said we would do some Grinch trivia while we're crafting today. So, oh, I'm sorry. That made a squeaker sound, didn't it? So, all right. Hey, Chris Hunter. Okay, so I did a lot of prep work to get ready for this event. I just love themed events, and I don't always get a chance to do like a book in its entirety because books take, you guys saw, a long, long time. So I did a lot of prep work. I got all my papers in here, you guys. So I have two things that I want to do with you today, and one is the cover. And then if we have time, we'll just make some other things to go inside. First, let's take a second. Let's take a walk through. I see we're already over 100 set of eyes, you guys. Amazing. I am going to be picking some names for my glue machine drawing. If you're new here, for every 50 sets of eyes, I pick 5 names to go in for a drawing for a brand new glue machine, a glue G-U-N. And we have all the things, but look at, he was in here and he Grinched me all up, the Grinch did. What do you think? So, hey Trina, hey Juanita, hello, Crafting on the Struggle Bus. Carrie is here. Hi Monica and Clara, so glad that you guys are here. Okay, so we're going to play some Grinch trivia so you guys can chat it up and watch what all we're doing. I'm a bookmaker and junk journaler, paper crafter extraordinaire. I love all things paper. I love the smell of it. I love the look of it. If I get it in my mouth, I'm not quick to spit it out because I just love paper crafting. So I did some prep work all week long. We prepped this book right here for today so we could get it to where we're at today. So here's the thing. If you want to see all of the prep work all in one place, you can search it out here on Facebook. Or you can head on over to YouTube. I have them all in one category. This video will go up there also. Thank you so much to the Sparkle Room for asking me into one of your amazing events. I love crafting, especially these themed ones. So we took a book, we broke it down, we did all the things. We worked on pockets, on stuff to stuff inside the pockets. We took apart a book. You guys, I was going to keep the cover. I was going to do a book. But listen, the stuff on the front was just too good to pass up. So I cut it out. And if you look at this chipboard, because it's an older book, it just came apart. So I didn't have very much trouble. Let me take care of that sound. I didn't have very much trouble. Oh, you're new. Welcome. Hit that follow button if you're new. So we just took the book apart and we've been using the pictures from the book to create some amazing ephemera. Ephemera is the little stuff. It is the Sparkle Rooms event, so I've been adding little bits of sparkle and fun throughout. I am not a glitter person, y'all, and not gonna see glitter. We did some pockets. Check it out. Our pockets have places to write and to add photos. Again, we just did some fun things. And then the entire story, here's that little placemat. I told you it was going in here. We worked on some waterfalls. Look at this waterfall. It's made from CD covers, you guys. CD covers. I need to add a few more in here and add some paper to it yet. And then the book, the story itself is in here in its entirety. So How the Grinch Stole Christmas is in here. And I left all the copyright information, although I am taking creative licensing and altering some of the pages, but I'm not pulling away from the original story. So here we go. Every Who down in Whoville, they liked Christmas a lot. The Grinch, he did not. Listen, he did not. Now he's on the floor. He's down there trying to pull more down. So we had all the story. We did some add-in papers, places that you could actually journal about your Christmas experience. and then places for you to actually add photographs. So this here, and the more you work it, the more it will go through. On some of the pages, I added some fun little elements, like little pockets that pull open, and some pockets that flip up and sideways, and all the things. Here's that paper bag, you guys. I know some of you were wondering how that was going to fit in there. And so here's more of the story. We took a hymn, Go Tell It on the Mountain. I really particularly liked that idea. And then this opens up so you could either journal or add photos in here. And I'm so glad all of you are here. We're going to get cracking here in a second. So remember I said there was something I really wanted to do with these 2 pages right here. That was the boy baking and 'tis the season for baking. So I just pieced them side by side, and instead of equal, I did them offset just to make them a little more fun. We did a little tabby here, but over here I created a 2-layer pocket. 1, 2. It says Old Family Recipes. Great place to pass along your Aunt Betty's schnitz pie, I don't know. And then there's 2 little cards inside a pocket here. I like just adding pockets, guys, and waterfalls. Here's one of those attached pieces. It doesn't take away from the story or the illustration. And here is a pocket with a pocket. Some fun stuff in there. And then here's the waterfall that we made with these clear pockets. And I'm going to add more decorative paper in there off camera. So you guys, here are our little Who houses. We made these this week. These are fun to make even if you don't junk journal. You guys, grab up your scrap paper, whatever project you're doing, whether you're a junk journaler or not, take your paper, create these little wonky houses, we called them, and then you can use them to journal on, or you can use, these would make great Christmas present tags. Tell me they wouldn't. Yesterday's tomorrow is here. So is Charlene. Hello, Miss Charlene. Thank you for saying how cute they are. So the book has a little bit of work to be done yet. However, we got a lot accomplished. So back here is, another one of those pockets, and check it out. My sweet friend that I visited with yesterday, she let me use some of her die cuts to make these little stockings. So I gave a stocking to the Grinch, even though he doesn't deserve it after what he did to me today. And I made one for Cindy Lou. And this is also a pocket. So this page right here is a page that I said I wanted to do something with to control this flap. Okay, so we made a pocket here for a tag. We have a place for a photo here. This is a little tag that we created. We also have part of the other storybook. So, and to remember the true meaning of the holiday, Merry Christmas, the true meaning of Christmas has nothing to do with Santa or the Grinch or any of those fun things that we bring into it, and everything to do with Christ. So, you guys, I need to do something with this because it's just in here flapping around. So I have this gross grain ribbon. Okay, and I know it's going to fuzz in and out. I know it. So it's kind of like a material. And I'm not sure where I got it from. Probably thrift store. It looks like something that came from a thrift store. There's a lot on here. So what I want to do is we're going to pop this page right out of this book. Now, this is the easiest binding to do is the 3-ring binders, book binding rings. You can pick them up at Walmart carries them, any office supplies store. You can order them on Amazon like I do, and do all the things. So we're going to take this piece of gross grain, and you can see here's the hole that it was on the spine, and I've punched a hole out here. So let's start with some trivia. You guys can watch what I'm doing. Wait, my computer turned off. No, come back on. Thank you. So, these are just for fun. There's no prizes, no anything, so it's not like if I don't see your comment, please don't be mad. So we're just going to play some Grinch trivia. This here is a pocket, that we made also. So it's got a nice deep pocket in it. So we're going to take this and we're going to weave it through this part right here and give it a tug. So, our first question today, where does the Grinch live? Let's see who is up on their Grinch trivia. I am keeping this straight. I'm not twisting it. And I'm feeding it up through this little hole that we punched over here as well. Okay, so now we're going to give it a tug. And this entire piece right here is going to get tied down. So it's going to get tied into a bow. The Grinch stole my scissors. I know it. Do you have my scissors? He's on the floor, you guys. I'll play him for you in a minute. I don't care if we have a stars party or not. We're just going to have some fun. So, well, he actually, what's the name of the mountain? You guys know this. So I'm just going to tie this into a bow. Yes, Deborah Campbell. Deborah Campbell is right. Mount Crumpet. He lives up on Mount Crumpet. I wonder how they came up with Crumpet. Crumpet is like a delicious treat. Okay, so I've kept this nice and straight. So my plan is to take another piece of decorative paper and cover the back. Actually, we could leave it just alone and create a tuck spot, which would be a place where you could tuck other things. The only thing is then you run the risk of it coming open in the front up here. So let's just give this a little tug. Give it nice and tight. We're going to trim these up. And then that's going to hold that little section closed. No magnets, no muss, no fuss. You guys, it is what it is. So, Rula, I'm glad you're home. Okay, here comes the next question. Where does the Grinch have termites? These first two were easy. The rest are going to not be so easy. So that then, all I need to do is this here. I want to do something with this page. This page is kind of boring to me. It's boring, y'all. But we also added some cool little pocket pieces from our scrap paper. And I picked this paper because this paper, in my opinion, it reminds me of Whoville, the little town of Whoville, you know, in his teeth. That's right. And back here, this is also a pocket. So I'll create a tag to pull in and out of there. I also made the recommendation that you guys can use, put hot cocoa in these because they are just the right size. Okay, I do have something junk journalish to do with you for this. Who loves this sweet, delicious treat? I'm sorry. It is not truly the Christmas holiday season until Little Debbie breaks it out of her bakery into the Christmas tree cakes, you guys. So I have tons of tags from the back of these because for years that's what was on the back, a little Christmas tag, a little to and from Little Debbie's. My kids used to love finding the Little Debbie's tags on their presents. They changed it, y'all. It doesn't have that back there anymore. Now it has this cool Christmas matching game, and I think it's gonna fit into this book like really cool. All right, now Mr. Grinch, don't mess with my book down there now. So all I'm gonna do is we're gonna cut this off across here. And I'm going to straighten them up here in a second, just so we can work with it. This type of cardboard is not good. It's not good for making book covers unless you reinforce it. However, a small journal would be okay because you don't need anything real heavy. But anything heavy, it's kind of flimsy. But this is great for creating tags, you guys. Cut it down. Excuse me. I am getting a cold. Can you believe it? I literally cannot believe I'm getting a cold. So this is just a little Christmas matching game, and I'm laying it on my cutter because I want nice straight edges. And we're just gonna trim this up. You guys wait to see what we're gonna do with it. So the backside can become anything. You know, you can add something decorative on it if you want, but I like this little Christmas matching game, especially if you're adding photos like of your grandkids in here. You can even laminate this and use a dry erase marker so that way they can do it over and over again. So we just now we have this. So all we want to do is add this into our book. So you can do a couple of things. You can tuck it into one of those pockets so that it'll come in and out. You can tuck it into a pocket that is like this style pocket, okay? Or you can just ring punch it, find where you want the rings to go, and make it part of your book that you can flipper, flapper, add different things to it. And that's what I'm going to do. So let's just mark this. I'm going to put a little mark here and a little mark here and grab my hole punch. Now, I got a question. Someone messaged me and literally asked me about about my hole puncher, and they don't have one, and they couldn't afford one. And that's true. These hole punchers are a little more expensive. They do punch through chipboard though, but any hole puncher will work. So, wait, what? What's so sad, Norma? Oh no, what? Hold on. Oh, did you see the little Debbie Christmas? Oh, they have ice cream? No way. So we're just gonna, this is already marked as far in as I want it to go. So we're just gonna punch a hole here, and we're gonna go in here, and we're gonna punch a hole here, and we're just gonna add it right to the rings. Now, it's only gonna be at the bottom. That's okay. It doesn't have to be anywhere up high, but look at how fun this is. You guys, we have 278 friends here. Can we get up to, we have 282 friends here. All right, we want to decorate the cover. Who wants to decorate the cover? Yeah, the hole punch, it is a little pricey. You can get them at Michael's, and I suggest using a coupon or saving up your vouchers or asking Santa to bring you one. Just be careful the Grinch don't get in your house and steal your Christmas presents. Okay, this one is a tough trivia. Where did Jim Carrey, now everybody knows Jim Carrey played the Grinch in a live person video. Hey Sonia, where did Jim Carrey, or what did Jim Carrey do to get comfortable with the prosthetic makeup? He did something. I didn't know this. This was a whoa for Jimmy Lou moment. Okay, I've got my heat tool all plugged in and ready to go. Do I have, yep, there's glue in there. And a couple of things. These rings, once I'm finished meddling in the book, are going to get a bunch of ribbons and fabrics tied onto it. I'm a little reluctant to do it now, only because I still have work to do within the book. And if I add it on now, I might have trouble getting in and out of the book. But I do promise I will do a reel showing how it does. And yeah, crocodiles are great, but a 40% off coupon is even better. So, anybody know about the Jim Carrey thing? Hello, thank you for the stars, Miss Kathy. You're awesome. You're rocking and rolling it in this event today. Hey, Tennessee, first time seeing me. Welcome, Anita. So glad that you're here, and all my new friends. Okay, so these pieces here, if they have the glue spot on them, I don't keep them. These are kind of thin for me. They're just going to go in the trash can. So, anybody know about Jim Carrey? No Googling now, like Miss Deborah says. No Googling. So, I have this lace, and you guys know therapy. He needs therapy, doesn't he? That's what I thought. It has this, this is for sewing, and I got it at Hobby Lobby. I did not pay $1.99 a yard for it. It was on the clearance rack, and I've coffee dyed some. I think it looks like the frosting of a gingerbread house. No, it is not mold on my arms. The Grinch was in here, and I had to arm wrestle him to get out of here, and he left his Grinchy Grinch prints all over me. That is what happened. So I think it looks like gingerbread kind of fabric. So we're going to cut a piece here, and I'm going to do right along the edge of the book here. So don't be afraid to really do up your books, okay? In junk journaling, there's no real right and wrong, okay? There's some techniques that are right and wrong, cut and dry, but when it comes to it, in the end, it's your book. You do what you want to make you happy and make it look awesome. So we're going to put this right along here. The only thing I'm really concerned in keeping intact on the cover is the title. I have Dr. Seuss's name that we can add anywhere, and I have this Grinch, and I also have, there's somewhere, probably the Grinch stole it. I have a small, like, oval one somewhere that also, here he is, that we can also, use on the cover. So if this gets duded up and it makes the book better, that's okay. I really just care about this. Teresa is very correct and close correct. He sought counseling from a CIA agent to learn torture-resistant techniques. So, kind of long, torture endurance, yeah. So, okay, next question up. When Cindy Lou Who catches the Grinch stealing her family's Christmas tree, what does he say to her? Let's see who knows their Grinch trivia here while we get some glue right on the cover. We're going right on the cover, you guys. I'm not even messing around with it today, just a straight line. right down the front of the cover. Right down Mount Crumpet, you guys. Ooh, I missed a spot. Okay. I have mislaid. I had finger protectors laying here. And I don't know what happened to them. But we're just going to tap, 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 you guys. Tap, tap, tap. I cannot promise you that the book will be up for sale because it's been offered to one person. And if that person doesn't take it, I have a second offer on the book itself. So there we go. That's all pressed in. And the edge of our book just looks that much prettier now. You could do it on the front. You could do it on the back. Do all what you want. So, yes, he was taking it back to his workshop to repair it. When the Grinch ransacks Whoville, what is the first thing to go? The first thing to go, you guys. So, and then I just want to add something along here. Let's see what we have. What do we have? Where is that thin stuff I have? I have this that we did when we did the spine. So this book got broken down if you're new. And this is the spine with the title on it. It's got turned into a bookmarker. We made this cute little dangle, and that is now part of the book. So this fabric right here goes along with it. I'm going to probably end up covering up my thing. But like I said, I don't care about the Dr. Seuss part. I care more about, I like to keep the Grinch, but well, we just don't know. He got on my nerves today. Not trees and presents. So right along the edge here, we're just going to go right over the top of that lace. And we're just going to put a piece of this fabric ribbon. It is gorgeous. It has a little bit of sparkle in it. So, oh, I dropped that right down. I thought it was still attached. That's okay. We're going to get it right on there. Just like so. Pull this up. Ooh, hello. Just like that. There we go. It was not the lights, not the bell. No, no, no. Not the big brown tree. Y'all are giving some good guesses. These are good guesses. And someone might have said it. I may have just missed it. But that's okay. All right. Then I have this stuff that comes from close to my heart. And it is called Shimmer Trim. And this is in true Spuckroom fashion, you guys. It's got the glittery trim without the glittery mess. It is like a sticker, but it's better than washi tape. Not the food, not the trinkets. It was the stockings. So if anyone said the stockings and I missed it, I'm sorry. So it's self-sticking and it has a really good adhesive on it. This is sold by Close to My Heart. So if you want some, you can send me a private message and I'll get you some, or I'll direct you where you can go to get some from my Close to My Heart website. All right, look at that. So now we've got some glitz, we got some sparkles, we got some fun stuff, and we can add this piece down here at the bottom, right over the top. See, it says buy. We can just add Dr. Seuss there. So you can take lace, all the trimmings you can do along your edge over here if you want. So someone did say stockings. Okay, awesome, awesome. Yeah, like I said, it's not really a contest. We're just doing it for fun. So I'm just going to clean this up a little bit with my scissors. So that way it's a little more smooth and a lot less looking like a toddler did it. But I was cutting it off the front of a book, you guys. So there we go. You love shimmer? I love shimmer trim. So we can just go right over the top there, or we can add some stuff. Now let's talk about the stuff I want to consider adding to the front of my book. There's lots of things you can get. Flowers. There's tons of flowers out there in crafting world. You can even find them in the wedding section and get these nice, like, kind of white. We have, I have some of these. I'm not sure where these came from, but they got a little sparkle and glitz in the inside. Those are also fun. I don't really think I want to use either of those though. But you can go along with, as far as even these little poinsettias. These come from Hobby Lobby. So all of the fun stuff. And then I also got some of these from Michael's and these things from Michael's. And these are just some fun little pieces that you can use to decorate up your covers. So you can even take, sorry for the crinkle in packages, I hate that myself. So the Grinch's heart is full of what? What's the Grinch's heart full of? These little wreaths are super cute. You can add these wherever you like, you know, along the edge, and that's what we're going to do. But I think I want to start with some green because there's not a lot of green. This book, if you didn't take notice, the story itself is a lot of black and white photos with a few little pinks and reds within. There's no greens. There's no real Christmassy colors. So wait, what? Hold on. Hold on. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Oh, okay. You know why? This is because I'm going to cut it off. Dr. Seuss, you were correct. It's Dr. Seuss, not Dr. Seuss's. On the other book where I took this off of, it said Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. So you are correct. So if we add it up here, it would be correct. Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. If we add it down here by Dr. Seuss, we want to cut off the extra S. Thank you. It's full of unwashed socks. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right. So there goes the extra S. Thank you for that catch because that would have been almost embarrassing. So I think we're going to add this. These are the same thing. These are those like bottle, I don't know, they may remind me of baby bottle washers. And they are sticky on the back. I don't necessarily always trust the sticky, so you can add a little extra hot glue or something to yours. So let's add right there at the top. That's one piece. And then I think we'll alternate. We'll do that. We'll do white, and then we'll do a green one. Okay? And these are what we're going to use on the over here. Because we're going to really, this is going to really be, okay? So we have 20 minutes, and we're just working through some fun stuff. What does the Grinch have in his soul? I think this is going along to the song. We need some true Grinch trivia. I like the one about Jim Carrey. What does he have in his soul? What does he have? Okay, what's going on with this one here? My pieces. Thanks, Nancy. Not coal. He should have coal in his soul, though. Let's get me another piece of glue. Not coal. Good guess, though. Let's hold that there. No, that was in his teeth. He had termites in his teeth. Not ice cubes. Hillary Young. Disorderly conduct. You hear that, Grinch? Disorderly conduct. All right. One more of the green ones. Like I said, they have these stickers on the back, but I don't really trust them too much, so that's why I add a little bit. I'll give you guys a hint. It's a spice. And we're going to go right down here at the bottom. So, and then we're going to add some of this. This is foam tape, and it makes things dimensional. One thing I will tell you is everything in your craft room will stick to the side of it. But it's some really great stuff. So just press that on there. Trim this up. Oops. Hey, Miss Shar, garlic. Yes, he had garlic in his soul. According to this. Now listen, I'm just going on a website over here. If I'm wrong, it's not me. Don't send nasty, hateful messages. It's almost Christmas season. You don't want Santa bringing you coal. Okay, how does the Grinch know that Christmas has come despite all of his interference? Despite everything he did, Christmas still comes. How does he know? So we're just, woo, that was an almost. I almost put that on upside down. So we're just going to add that and give it a little bit of pop. We're going to put some dimension to it. So, other things that you can use on your covers are like floral pieces. These picks are great because you can pull them apart. You can cut off just what you need to make things a little extra fun. And I think I do want to do that. I think I have these ones over here that I think, let me get my wire cutter so I'm not. Yes, that's right. The townspeople were still singing. Ooh. Look, it's like real Christmas trees. The needles are falling everywhere, you guys. Let's just add a piece along here. It's a matter of how Grinchy do you want to make it look. So let's just nip off a piece of this from down here. Okay, next question. What do the Who's trim their Christmas trees with? I shouldn't even ask this one because I'm going to have to say all these words. So we're going to add this, and we're going to add some of this, and we're just going to create a little kind of piece here. Get some of that flocking everywhere, my goodness. And then I have all of these other things over here. Other things that you can use to decorate your Christmas book covers are go to the section where the mini ornaments are. Michael's, Hobby Lobby, all those places. And you can find some really cool, nifty things, you know, that will fit. So, hello, Robin Davis. Welcome. We're so glad that you're here. We have to add jingle bells. But guys, these little, look at how cute these are, little ornaments. These little tags say Happy Holidays. These are all things that come from like the mini section, my little Christmas tree section, in your favorite stores. So, peace, joy, peace, joy, peace, joy. Like that one. But we do have some mint candies. Again, from the mini tree section in Michael's or Hobby Lobby or Walmart, okay? They all have those little mini trees. So, okay, here's what they decorate their Christmas tree with. Bliffer Bloofs, Fuzzle Fuzz, and Bingle Balls. How long has the Grinch hated Christmas? But apparently, according to some people, he didn't actually hate Christmas as much as didn't like the way he was treated at Christmas. So I heard that being spoken. So we're going to add some of these candies on the front here too to just kind of, you know, fancy her up. And if you don't like the bright white colors, now you see, I'm working in odds. I'm an oddball. I like odd numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If you add any florals, 1, 2, 3. You know, it's entirely up to you. So we are going to just take a piece of this and tie it in a pretty bow. Tie it in a pretty bow so that it matches, okay? Do-do, do-do. We have 10 minutes, you guys. I'm doing really good. Since he was 8 years old. Well, according to this website, 53 years, but I think it is the 50-year anniversary of the Dr. Seuss, either the movie or the book. I'm not sure which came first, the chicken or the egg. But I also got these little trees for this project because I thought these would be fun to add on here as well. So let's see. And then all of this, if you can just envision, all of this over here, 53 years, Trina is correct. All of this over here is going to get covered with pieces of ribbon, fabric, lace, all of the things, and that's really going to pull the book all together. We do have to wait, though, until I'm finished with the innards of the book, just because, oh good, that popped right off of there. These little round things, because they're supposed to go on trees, are popping off of there like real candy, you guys. All right, let's add these pieces on. So we're just going to add a dollop of glue. And another little dollop It's slip sliding everywhere, you guys. It's going everywhere. Ouch, hello. You're loving it? Okay, we'll just use this one. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put this there. And now, Jimmy Lou, you had it. What did you do with it? I don't know what I did with it. I had two little balls, like berry balls. Little berry balls. Stick your finger in the hot glue. You'll really be singing for the ladies. Let's put this down so that it holds this, because this is shriveling up with the glue. So I'm just adding some green to enhance the green, okay, because quite honestly, there's not enough green in this book for me for Christmas. I'm just saying, okay? I just am saying. So, where did those berries go? I had them. Oh, for Pete's sake. Did they fall on the floor? The Grinch stole them, you guys, I think. Did you take my little berries? Did you take my berries? I think you did. Here we go. I told you. He is a rascally rascal today. So we're just going to put these two little berries on here as well, just to make it look cutesy. And this is like, to me, this is the fun part of the book, is the cover. I like doing the cover the best. The TV show came before the movie. Okay. The TV show came before the movie, but did the book come before the movie? Okay. Which character does Taylor Mosby portray? Taylor Mosby. She plays a character, who, what, where, or when. Who does she portray? I almost said it. I almost gave it away. So we're just going to add that there. And, you know, if it covers some of the words, I'm okay with that. I'm not going to be, like, hating on it. And then we're just going to add this little teensy tiny bow right there. Cindy Lou Who, that is correct. She portrays Cindy Lou Who. The book, the TV show, then the movie. Listen, Anita is a connoisseur of Grinch stuff. Oh, that's too easy. They want to know what's the Grinch's dog's name. Everybody knows that. Let's see. Let's see if anybody knows it. So just, you know, wherever you want to do stuff up. So we're going to add these. And then I think I want to add, we're going to look and see. Yeah, I think we're going to sneak these trees in here too. So I do not like this pop-up stuff because it is sticking straight in where. So we're going to glue it, guys. Stuck to my finger. Did y'all see that? Max, exactly. I can still hear Jim Carrey. Max! Okay, who voiced the Grinch in the original TV special? The original TV special. When that dries, I'll like fluff that up. And we're closing in on being done here, you guys, with the cover. With the cover, don't be getting all like beside yourselves thinking, oh no. But with the cover, we're just going to add these. I just think this turned out cute, you guys. Sometimes things turn out exactly how you think they should, and sometimes it takes a bit for you to love it. I'm not hating it. That is correct. Boris Karloff, I think is how you say his name. I don't want to misspeak it, but I think that's how. We're gonna squeeze on 5 of these little bottle Christmas trees. What are these called? Somebody tell me. So I stopped sounding like a dingbat. We're gonna go this direction. So we just kind of made like a waterfall out of the decorations. Next question. Which TV network originally aired How the Grinch Stole Christmas? They originally aired it. Who was it? Bottle brush trees. Okay, then I'm not sounding so dingbatish. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to do 4. We'll do 4, and I should have had enough forethought to get a 5th one there. but we'll do one down here at the bottom. Listen, you got 3 choices here. It's either CBS, NBC, or ABC. It was, in fact, CBS. That is correct. CBS is correct. There we go. All right, so we're going to add one coming off here, and we're going to glue this down yet. Next question. What is the name of the sequel? The sequel to How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Ha ha ha. Let's see if they know this one, Grinchy Poo. Let's see. They may not know. So these will fluff back up to wherever you want them to kind of fluff to. So let's add this tree first. And then we're going to add this right there. Just like so. And then, you know, add any of the extra things that you want to. If you want to add some fabrics and some things like that, go ahead. You don't know that one? I know, right? I have some rusty jingle bells. And we're just going to, I was going to make a little cluster and put it down here, but I put that tree there. So, you know, we'll do a little cluster over here. No, not How the Grinch Saved Christmas. I think that is a movie, though. So, let me just advise you. Any kind of thing that you need to get, like a piece of ribbon or thread through, these little curved needles are super helpful. So, let's see. We have 4 minutes. We can get these bells on in 4 minutes. And then next week, you guys, I'll be working on putting the finishing touches on the Grinch book itself. All right, so we're just going to see how easy that is. Just loops right through. 1, 2. Woo! Came right back out. Not the Grinch, too. It was actually called Halloween is Grinch Night. I don't know. Don't ask me. I didn't write the questions. I just found them on online. So if it's wrong, find out who wrote those and tell them, come on, you got to stay on there. One more. One more. You can make your own rusty bells, or you cannot aggravate yourself. It's too bad it's sold. Is it sold, Chris Hunter? You tell me. You message me, girl. It can be yours. All right. So this is going on right here. Bazinga. All right. And the next question is, how many sizes did the Grinch's heart grow that day? The day when he heard all about the Christmassy stuff. The Cat in the Hat. That would have been a good one, wouldn't it have? So we're just gonna, I just knotted it, okay? And then we're just going to put it, I don't know where we're going to put it. We're going to attach it somewhere because I like my books to have a jingle, especially my Christmas books. So we're just going to put them right down here. And who knows, we might put 2 up at the top up there just to make it that much more fun. Let's add some glue and not burn ourselves. Right on there. Right onto there. 3 sizes. That's right. Okay, let's see. In one scene, Betty Lou Who was seen on her roof putting up Christmas lights. Who played Betty Lou Who? Who played Betty Lou Who? So there we go, you guys. Now I'll just clean it all up, get all those things off. I do have this little cameo, and I think I'm gonna pop the cameo up on the book right down here, or maybe right up here. I don't know. If I haven't really decided. I wanted it to go on here, but I'm just not sure. So we shall see. We shall see. Thank you so much, Chris Hunter and all of the Sparkle Room ladies. You guys can watch all of the events from yesterday and today, all of the presenters over in the Sparkle Room. That link is in the description of the video. Molly Shannon is correct. Betty Lou Who, I can still see her up there with a little who knows. And that's a lot of fun. So I think I am going to add maybe 2 little rusty jingle bells up here to complete the selection. I don't know. He may just end up on the inside. And I also have these. These little poinsettias are going to get in here too. We were running out of time, you guys. It's 4 o'clock. So these little poinsettias are going to get filled throughout this little garland as well. Just to make it a little more fun. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you have never been here before, hit that follow button. Come back for lots of fun stuff. Have a super great rest of your day. Remember to always be kind, no matter what, because you never know what someone might be going through. And here you guys go. You can have the Grinch. Have a great day, guys.
Mr. Grinch, you really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus.
Thanks for
You're
the
as
stars.
charming as an eel, Mr.
I will see you all real soon.